Hey there, what's up, YouTube? Vegas Dice Controller coming back at you from my craps pit in wonderful Las Vegas, Nevada. Today we're going to talk about something that's come up over the last few weeks. Some emails from a couple people that asked me what is my best betting progression? What do I feel is the most favorable to win in the casino? And that's a tough question, and because the question has a lot of variables to it. I believe that if I'm a skilled shooter, that I need to try to take advantage of my skill set. And by saying that, I need to put myself in a position for the short game, the mid game, the long game, all in one. I have a couple different betting philosophies that I use. One of them is called the white, red. I taught this at my craps pit tournament, not tournament. We had to get together. I think it was called Advanced Crap Academy or something like that back in like 7 years ago in my house in Summerlin. And we had two tables set up, my table and another friend's table. And we had like 15, 20 people over. And we gave a free craps clinic for the course of 3 days. We didn't get paid anything. They toked us at the end. We all made a little money between some of the guys that taught in the class. Anyway, one of the things I taught in there was the white, red, and I believe that this can put you in a position, be in the money, get you in the point to where you're receiving money early on, mid hand, and all throughout the hand. And it's pretty much mindless in a sense that it puts you on autopilot. All you have to do is know how to reach and move a chip from one point of the rack to the other part of the rack. And the reason it's called white, red is each one of these groups of chips that you see here has a white chip, and a red chip. The white chips represent a full press. So this would be a full press, the next one will be a full press, and the next one will be a collect. Red represents collect. Each one in order on the table from left to right goes 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. It presents a position where you can put yourself on autopilot. So if the 4 was to hit, I would tell the dealer, if I had money on the 4, I would tell him to press the 4, and I would move my chip to the back of the rack. The next time the 4 hits, I would say full press it. He full presses it, and I know that when I have a red chip looking at me, that I am going to collect that chip. On the next 4, I tell the dealer, same bet. He gives me the payout. I take the red chip, I put it on top of the 2 white ones. I now just turn it around and keep it in the back of the rack, and now I'm going to force these chips back this way. I've known now that I've hit these things 3 times. I have a press, and a collect, and I'm going to do the same thing going back the other direction. I'm going to press, and I'm collecting on the next one. So on this particular example with the 4, I'm collecting on the 3rd, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, etc. So what that does is that puts you in a position to have a free bet right away on 3 hits of a box number. Now, there is a semi-conservative version of this. I use the more aggressive version where I have 4 hits on the 6 and 8. So the 4, 5, 9, and 10 are press, collect, and the 6 and 8 are press, collect. The reason behind that is the fact that, get this Band-Aid off my finger. I gave blood yesterday, and they had to prick my hand to make sure my iron was correct, and they forgot to take the Band-Aid off. Anyway, good to go here. Back where was I here? So I take 4 hits, 3 presses, and a collect on the 6 and 8. And the reason I do that is the 6 and 8 are slower climbers, and a lot of the times they're the point. So you miss out on payouts, on come-out rolls, etc. So I try to get 1 extra hit out of them. And the fact that they can be hit 5, 6 times, 7 times in the course of 8 times in the course of a decent hand. So, the main thing is we're trying to get to 1 collection out of the gate. We're trying to get to 1 as fast as we can to make the bet free. So I will give an example of this on the table, and we'll go through it and play it in motion, but I wanted to show you how this works. And, we've all heard the hands of the 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80 hand rolls, 100 roll hands. But you talk to the people who've had those hands, And if they just put themselves on autopilot like this, very conservative mode, and somebody once said to me, well, that's semi-aggressive, and I really, you need 3 hits before you collect on a bet. Well, that is the semi-aggressive version of this. Okay, I can make this a conservative version by collecting on my first 4 hits. So I can take the same betting philosophy, collect on my first 4 hits, and then I go out from there. Then I transpose right into the white, white, red. So I go collect, and then, or collect, depending on what numbers are hitting. Sometimes you only need 3 hits if they're outside. So in this example, we're going to go 64 across, and we're going to give an example of how this works. Now, obviously, if you're a DI, if you're a dice influencer, you are obviously been practicing. I've been playing craps 36 years now. I've been a DI for about 21 years. And, I've had my trendsetter philosophy now for about 20 years. And, a lot of times I'll play trendsetter and I'll make my nut that I want to make. And then I cash out, I color up, and then I get into my shooting position, whether it's stick left 1, stick right 1, straight out. It doesn't matter where I shoot on the table. I can shoot any shot, not any shot. I can shoot a particular shot from any position on the table. So I can be in the worst position, stick left 8, next to the dealer in the corner, and I have a good shot that I've hit the all tall small with several times. So, put yourself in position. I see a lot of the guys and a lot of my friends shooting from certain positions. They're locked into stick left 1, stick left 2. They can't shoot from anywhere else on the table. That is a bad place to be, especially now during COVID. You need to be able to shoot from anywhere on the table. And all I can do is recommend to you guys to take alternative shots to learn how to shoot from different spots on the table. It's very hard to control the dice from straight out using a par shot. I only know a few people that are really good shooting a par shot from straight out. That's a long toss. I played with Bo Parker several times. He's got a really nice straight out shot. He shoots it from in the corner sometimes. He's amazing. And, and he does real well, I shoot my helicopter shot or another shot, and he's shooting his par shot from like, not necessarily straight out, but kind of in the, almost in the hook, and he's going corner to corner. And he does a real nice shot that way. Played with Howard several times. Howard's got a good straight out shot. But anyway, you gotta be variable on the table. You gotta be able to shoot from different points on the table, and that's only going to come through practice and taking classes on alternative shots. So I do teach some of this stuff. If you guys are interested, you can contact me at vegasdicecontroller@gmail.com. With that said, let's get into this here, and let's set this up, and let's rock and roll and give an example of this. I got to move the camera over here. Not sure. Maybe I'll cut the video short right here with this example. Again, I can spend another minute or so going over this, but if the 6 was to hit, let's say it's a come out roll, and I'm willing to risk $64 on the come out roll. Or maybe maybe I have a lost number. I got something strong that's not rolling. Say the 9 has not hit in 30 rolls, and it's a come out roll, and I'm shooting the dice, or somebody else I feel can get the goods here that I'm going to risk my money on is shooting the dice, and I know that they're not setting a set that's going to deliver me a 9. That's a pretty good number to lay. Say it's gone 24 rolls. I'll make a lay bet. Say I make a lay bet of $75 laying the 9, okay, to win 50. Get my lay button on it here. Okay, I'm going to win 50 minus the $2 juice. I'm going to net $48. Now my 9 bet comes down. I don't need that up there, correct? So now I have 10, 20, 30, 40, $52 at risk to a 7, and I'll make 48. I have $4 at risk as long as that 9 doesn't roll. So I can do something like this on the come out roll, work my bets, okay? Now this takes information on the table. I'm not just blindly laying a number. I don't believe in blindly laying numbers. I believe in having some sort of educational reasoning behind why I'm laying a number. for protection, for a hedge or whatever. And in this case, say the 9 hasn't rolled and I'm laying it, you know, it's not due to come back and balance until it starts coming back. So I'm in a good position here, and to lay that 9 and get my come out roll. Say that it's a 10, and I'm going to work, and that 10 hits. I'm going to take my 10 chip and tell the dealer full press it, and I'm going to move my 10 chip over, and now the dealer pays me $29. I collect $4 and I go to a quarter. Okay. The next time the 10 hits, I'm going to drop $1 and go to $75. Okay. The next time the 10 hits, I'm going to collect $150. Then I'm going to take these chips and turn them around, and I'm going to take the white ones back to the front of the rack. And the next time the 10 hits, I know I'm into a press. It's $150 plus 75 is 2 1/4. I'm going to drop him $4 for the VIG, and I'm going to press to 2 1/4. The next time the 10 hits, 2 1/4 pays $4.50. It is $11 VIG. I'm going to give the dealer $11, and the 2 1/4 now goes to $4.75. I'm going to go to $4.50 and collect the balance. Okay. The next time actually $4.25 is a good spot to be. $4.25 is actually a really good sized bet to put on the 4 and 10. And because that's going to get you $8.50 and $4.25 is $12.75. You're going to use that quarter for the VIG, and now you're at $12.50. Now you can play the double move up, meaning when it pays $2,500, you swap the bets out. From that point on, you take the next 10 will pay $2,500. You'll take the $1,200, put it in the rack, go to $2,500, and then the next time the 10 hits, gets paid. It pays $5,000. You're going to put the $5,000 bet up and put the $2,500 in the rack. So anyway, each one is independent: the 4, the 9, the 8, the 6, the 5, and the 4. We'll give an example here, and then maybe we'll even demonstrate live rolls. Now I want to compare this to my trifecta betting one of these days and show you the difference with some live rolls on how they both work. They're both similar. This is a lot less work doing the white, white, red. This is almost a 6-year-old can do this. Okay, with a fake ID, a 6-year-old can do this. All right, you just tell the 6-year-old when the 8 hits, you move the chip over and just say press. The next time the 8 hits, you move the chip over till the dealer press. The next time it hits, press. When you see the red chip looking at you, tell the dealer to collect the bet. So the dealer will give the 6-year-old the payout on that payout on the 4th hit. Okay. So I'm kidding about the 6-year-old here. Don't take this thing serious, guys. And okay, with that said, let's move on to see where the video's at right now, and then we'll probably just cut it off right here, and then we'll move on to the next video. We'll give an example of the white, white, red in action. Okay. Thanks for tuning in. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll try to put some money in your pocket over the next few months here with some videos. Okay, thanks again.